First across the line, Kurt Dean. He was our number 2 qualifier. He managed to get out in front of Chad and Justin. We got 1, 2, and 3 coming over the back double and through the chicane. Looks like our top qualifier has a mechanical issue. All right now we got Kurt Dean out front, being chased down furiously by Chad Roberts.
9 minutes left.
They are about 3.2 seconds behind. Chad's making up ground. Kurt Dean, our leader, coming through the middle in the white and fluorescent green, team associated. SCT 4x4. He looks like he's got a bad wheel. Chad Roberts following closely behind him and goes past him in the blue Durango. Chad Roberts is now our leader, followed closely by Kurt Dean, who's running on 3 wheels right now. James Carter's moved up into that number 3 spot. First time racing his new Losi. James Carter in the aqua blue with the orange flame Losi. He's made it all the way up to number 3, and now he's in number 2. Had a little bobble there. Looks like he's trying to get past Kurt Dean.
8 minutes
It's
left.
now Chad Roberts out front, followed by James Carter, Kurt Dean, Stillman Jordan, Brad, Nick, Aiden, Shane, Justin, and Nick Jordan. Justin Andrews has gotten back into the race, our TQ guy, and he is driving like a madman. He still has more than enough time to catch the pack. If there are no bobbles and no mistakes. Your leader, still, Chad, James Carter. Stillman has moved up into that number 3 spot. Brad Allen's moved up into that number 4 spot, followed by Kurt, Nick, Aiden, Shane, Justin, and Nick Jordan. James Carter now in the lead in front of Chad. James Carter's first time out with his Losi SCT. Driving a great race. He's managed to get out in front of the leader, and he's stretching out the lead. Over the edge he goes, but he's back on. Your leader coming over the triple right here. James Carter has allowed Brad Allen to sneak up into that number 2 spot, and he has got the inside line on James Carter and gone past him. It is now Brad Allen, followed by James Carter, who bobbled a little bit. Your leader now, Brad Allen, followed by Stillman, James Carter. Nick Hopkins has moved up into that number 4 spot. Aiden has moved up into the number 5 spot. Justin has moved up into the number 6 spot after having some technical difficulties. Your leader coming through the infield.
6 minutes left.
Brad Allen, driving the team associated. He has got about a 6.4 lead on his second place guy. Got hung up on the pipe a little bit, but he's still maintaining his lead. Brad Allen has no lap traffic to deal with. Stillman has a lot of it. Brad Allen's pulling away, building his lead. Stillman is getting on the gas, doing everything he can to catch up with Brad. Brad running good, smooth laps. Not fighting anybody but the track. We got about 5 minutes to go. Brad's trying to hold on to that lead. Stillman, however, is making up time. He's cut it from 8 seconds to a 5-second lead.
5 minutes left.
James Carter is still holding that number 3 spot, followed by Nick, Aiden, Shane Fisher in the 6th spot. Justin moved up to 7th. Nick Jordan, Chad Roberts, Kurt Dean looks like he's out for this race. Jordan Stillman still holding on to that number 2 spot. Lost a little time on Brad Allen just then. Brad's increased his lead to about 8.2 seconds. Your leader coming over the triple in the blue team associated SC10 4x4. Coming down the back straightaway and over the tabletop and over the drop off is your leader, Brad Allen. Running good smooth laps. Brad doesn't have any traffic or anything to contend with. He is just driving the track now.
Left.
Your number 2 guy, Stillman, driving the green and white. Lucy coming down the back straightaway. Trying his best. This is the first lap traffic Brad runs into. Okay, guys, your leader, you got to give him leeway. Can't take him out. Your leader coming down the back straightaway in the blue. Lucy, or blue team associated. SC10 with the flames on it. Brad Allen coming over the double and over the triple. Stillman Jordan still holding on to that number 2 spot, followed by James Carter holding on to the number 3 spot. Justin has moved all the way up into that number 4 spot. He is about half a lap off of the lead, and he is running the best laps out here right now. He's got the fastest of the race with an 18.9 second lap. And he is now in that number 3 spot. Justin, if you didn't know, broke on the first lap. He was down 2 laps. He's made up 2 laps. He is on the lead lap in the number 3 spot. Justin Andres, we got 2 minutes and 41 seconds, and he is running Brad Allen down.
Come on.
He is 1.3 seconds off of the number 2 guy, and on his tail right now. The race right now is for that number 2 spot over the triple. Justin Andres driving the orange and blue truck gets past Stillman, but Stillman manages to handle it over the triple. Justin had a little bobble and Stillman got past him. Justin takes a great inside move and gets past Stillman. He's back to that number 2 spot and tracking Brad Allen down. Brad Allen just needs to hold on. He's got 2 minutes to go. And Justin, who has come down from about 2.5 laps, gets taken out by some lap traffic, allowing Brad to stretch his lead out a little bit, but they are right about 3 seconds apart. Your leader coming through the chicane is on his lead. Allows Justin to catch up a little bit more.
Come on.
You have a race now for that number 1 spot. You got Brad Allen in the lead coming through the infield and over the drop-off. Justin is over on his lid. Can't recover. Brad Allen stretches it out a little bit more. He's on the back straight and over double into the chicane. He's now coming over the double and over the triple. Here's your leader right here, Brad Allen in the blue SCC10, being chased by Justin. Justin has come back from 2.5 laps down to make it all the way to that number 2 spot.
One minute left.
1 minute left, and your leader gets hung up on the pipe. Allows Justin. This is going to be a race for the finish. Justin is running literally 3 seconds faster than Brad. You got a race right here through the middle. Brad Allen coming over the jump and through the drop off. Justin is trying his best to catch him, but Brad Allen is whipping it around them corners. Brad Allen over the double and through the chicane. He who doesn't make the mistake will win the race. Got to stay off the pipe. Justin head chopped him to the outside and inside. That was a masterful head chop. Brad Allen still on his tail. And he falls on his lid, allowing Justin to get past him. Justin has come back from last to first. He was first. He went to last. He was 2.5 laps down. He has made all of his time up and passed the leader. Brad Allen still holding on to that number 2 spot. Holding on Stillman, who is in front of him. Brad Allen has lapped everybody except Justin. Justin caught up with him. But they are still within 3 seconds of each other.
Car 4 is done.
The race clock is over. Whoever crosses the line wins. The leader is in the pipe. Brad Allen had a chance, but he got hung up as well.
Car 5 is done.
Justin rolls across the finish line. He takes it. Brad